Hello, and welcome to another Crafternoon to Go program from Westerly Library in Wilcox Park. This month, we're making painted, striped home signs. These can be used as indoor decor or hung from your front door. As always, if you signed up for our Crafternoon to Go program, you should have received a kit with everything you need to complete the project. If you didn't receive a kit, though, you can follow along at home by purchasing a few materials. Each kit comes with a metal pan, paint, tape, a paintbrush, sandpaper, and a vinyl stencil with transfer tape. In addition to the items in your kit, you may also need a pair of tweezers. Now that you have everything you need, we can get started. Our first step is to prepare our metal pan to be painted. The pans we are using for our signs are non-stick pizza pans from the dollar store, and they really are non-stick. In order to keep our paint from peeling off once dry, which I learned the hard way, we first need to rough up the surface with a fine to medium grit sandpaper. Carefully sand along the entire back side of the pan, or the front if you prefer using that side. It's all personal preference. You don't need to sand the coating off, but you should be able to see fine lines on the surface from the sandpaper. After you're done, use a slightly damp cloth to wipe the powder away. Now it's time to get painting. First, paint the side that you just sanded white. One layer is fine, especially if you like a distressed or a rustic look. If you prefer, though, you can add another layer once the first one has dried. Once your paint is completely dry, begin taping your stripes. You can make these as thick or as thin as you want. Now, paint the stripes in between the tape blue, or another color if you have one at home that you prefer. Carefully peel the tape off while the paint is still slightly tacky. You can then touch it up with your paintbrush. Then allow it to dry completely before our next step. Once it's dry, it's time to apply your home stencil. First, remove the backing. This is the white part of the stencil. You may need your tweezers at this point so that you can take just the white part off of the inside pieces of the letters E and O. Carefully place the vinyl side down on your sign, wherever you want it to be, and then press against it using a credit card or another flat tool to get rid of the air bubbles and make sure it's completely adhered to the sign. Now you can carefully peel away your transfer tape, making sure that the insides of the letters don't come off with it. Finally, it's time to paint our letters. Paint your letters using the black paint. You may need a couple of layers to make it dark enough. You can also paint the edges of the sign if you want. Remove the vinyl while the paint is still slightly wet. This will help prevent it from peeling. You may want to use your tweezers to remove the small parts of the stencil. Once all the vinyl is removed, you can touch up the letters with your paintbrush. Allow the letters to dry completely. Once they're dry, you can use a clear coat spray or paint on a finish to seal it and make it glossier. And with that, you're done. If you want, you can dress up your sign with a burlap ribbon or some fake flowers on the top. Use your imagination, the possibilities are endless. I hope you enjoyed your Crafternoon to Go kit. As always, feel free to reach out to us with any questions, comments, or feedback. Call us at 401-596-2877, extension 306, or email reference@westerlylibrary.org.